Hey guys, and thank you guys for joining us on this Super Bowl week. We have the Patriots, we have the Rams representing the NFC, and you know this game has so much controversy surrounded it. You have the play that a lot of KC fans argue on Brady, which I don't believe is even a factor. I'm sorry, and then you have obviously the beyond factor, which Roger Goodell said, and I quote, "We're all humans," I believe, end quote.
Yeah, referees are humans.
That's
Stupid.
false. Stevie Wonder, my main man, Motown, could have been out there and called that from hearing it, smelling it even. Anyway, so we'll go to you guys on predictions. What do you guys think? Thoughts on the game? Let's go, Steve, first. Go kick it off, man.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a game where I think Sean McVay and Jared Goff and I think this young Rams team finally gets exposed. They're going up against the best game planner in the world in Bill Belichick. Everything that the Rams do well on defense, plugging up the holes, stopping the run with Aaron Donald and Sue. The Patriots do the complete opposite. A lot of halfback swings, a lot of quick slant routes, stuff like that. So I just think offensively the Patriots are just going to be able to kind of do what they want. And I think their defense is just good enough, as we saw in the Kansas City game, to hold the Rams to enough where it's not going to matter in the end. I mean, Jared Goff's not Patrick Mahomes. I don't think the Rams are going to be able to score like the Chiefs did kind of at will in that second half. So I think if the Patriots do their same strategy, I think this game is pretty handily. I mean, I know it's the Super Bowl, so anything can happen, but I got 31-18 Patriots over the Rams.
Okay, right on. Aaron, kick it.
I think LA is far too similar to Kansas City in the fact that their offense, they're kind of offense heavy with not a lot of support on the defensive end. If you look at it on paper, the Rams should be great on defense. They should be a top 3 defensive squad, and they can't put it together primarily in the run, and that's where I think that New England is going to thrive. They're going to make their money on Sunday between the tackles. I think Sony Michel and that whole squad. I think I'm predicting 200 yards rushing. I think Tom Brady's going to stay under 250 yards passing. And it wouldn't surprise me if Tom Brady won the Super Bowl without throwing a single touchdown pass. That's just not who he has to be this year. He's got the support. But my honest opinion about this game is I don't care. Like, I don't care who wins it. I want to see the Patriots lose just because it's the Patriots and that's the easy choice. But I also want to see the Rams lose because they don't deserve to be there in the first place. So it's just kind of a lame Super Bowl weekend, in my opinion. I hope that the game is exciting, that it changes my mind, but my heart's just not in it after, the weekend we had prior to last. Go ahead, Alex.
Well, first things first is I'm going to stop saying the Rams shouldn't be there because they are, unfortunately. They are there. They are inexperienced. To me, they have too many superstars. We all know what teams like that do. Not much. Yeah, they made it to the Super Bowl. Cool. On paper, they should be better than the Patriots. And what the Broncos did back in the day for John Elway is they gave him the running support. That's exactly what the Patriots did for Tom Brady. Tom Brady wants to make it to 45. They went out and got a stud running back.
Who saw that coming?
Yeah, I mean, that was their need.
Yeah, and I think the experience is going to outweigh the Rams. As much as I want to see the Rams take over this game because they are better on paper, I don't think they will. I think the Patriots will win 42-27.
Wow, 42.
Oh yeah, they're gonna.
I never
They're
get
gonna air it out on the Rams because you got to think Marcus Peters and Aqib Talib. Yes, they're great.
42 is a lot, especially in the Super Bowl.
They've been getting
I mean,
burnt.
43 is better.
Marcus Peters has not been the same this year in LA that he was in Kansas City. He was locked down in KC and he gets burnt.
But it only takes one game.
in LA. But I don't think that the Patriots have the receiving core to take over their defensive backs. I don't know. Look at what the Saints had and what they did to Marcus Peters the first time around. I don't think you have that in New England. Where are you going to get it from? Other than maybe Julian Edelman, but he spends too much time in the slot.
Hogan, maybe.
Hogan, I don't
I mean, he could have a big game. I mean,
he's a great system player, but I never gave him a prediction. I'll circle back around to that. I think the Pats are going to take it 24-10. I think it's going to be kind of a snoozer, especially in the beginning.
Okay. I guess I will wrap that up then. Everyone's saying the Patriots, it sounds like. General consensus kind of everywhere outside of LA. And I think a huge part of that is due to the NFC Championship game. But we say any given Sunday for a reason. And the Rams are an NFC West team, and they have a guy who can be a beast in Todd Gurley when he wants to play. I saw that he didn't want to play last week, and he didn't, or 2 weeks ago, and he didn't play good. And C.J. Anderson has not been stopped since he's joined the Rams. They have Brandon Cooks
last weekend.
Yeah, he did what he had to do, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
He did a running back, average running back's job, is what he did. And when you have kind of a game manager quarterback like a Jared Goff, that's all you need to do sometimes. And then, I mean, you flip it over. They have Andrew Whitworth on the line. Everyone knows he's wanting a ring, and he's been in the league a long time. He kind of deserves one. I don't care. I hate the Rams. NFC West. Go Hawks. Patriots 35-24.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no. 35-13.
Wow.
And yeah, screw the Rams.
Wait, who did you pick? Oh, you picked the Patriots?
Patriots,
okay.
Yeah.
Now,
okay, I mean, what? I lost my train of thought.
What did you guys think of? I thought this was kind of interesting, and I'd be lying if I said I watched the full video, so I won't say I did. But I saw the video. Colin Coward said that Jared Goff is better than Tom Brady right now.
Yeah.
Do you guys buy into that? Because I get where he's wanting to go, but to say that right now is blasphemous to me. Like,
yeah,
Tom
because
Brady's
we say that every year. Yeah, we say that every year. Tom Brady's going downhill, and he proves us wrong every time. You got to stop going against him.
I mean, like, my thing is, you don't even have the right to call out arguably the greatest of all time and say he's an underdog when he's never been an underdog in his entire career since 2001 against the Rams.
Yeah.
Tom Brady, his numbers this year, as we call them, not good. And I've said this a few times, and I've related it to the LeBron thing. Tom Brady's numbers are this year very, very comparable to Peyton Manning's MVP numbers. He is having a good season. Jared Goff is not.
His 2013 MVP season?
Yeah. Not that's the 55 touchdowns. That's the
2009 MVP season?
Yeah.
Okay.
With the Colts.
The one that Drew Brees probably should have won, but go ahead.
Okay. Well, and we could argue that all day, but what am I saying? Oh, Jared Goff shouldn't have even been invited to the Pro Bowl, and he shouldn't have been here. But
the league wants to. Sorry, the league wants to bring this new generation of football in so bad that analysts are buying into it. They should stop buying into the new league.
Let's not forget. Here yet. I mean, Goff is only 2 years removed from arguably the worst rookie season of a quarterback in a very, very long time. Yep. And I get it. It was coaching, and I understand that. And then McVay came in. But, like, if that's not necessarily all coaching, sometimes that comes down to the player. I mean,
what more
great
does he
players
need?
can overcome.
It's hard to It's hard to put that on a rookie, though, because look at what Peyton Manning did his rookie season. He went 3-13. It was trash.
Look at what Russell Wilson and Baker Mayfield did.
I mean,
okay, you can put as much as you want to.
You can't necessarily be.
These guys are coming into this league, top 10 picks and stuff like that, and oh my God, it's okay.
Number 1 overall pick.
Let's pat them on their back. It's okay, baby. Next year, stop it. It's ridiculous.
You're trying to ignore history.
He's average in a
Peyton Manning, the number 1 overall pick.
He has a Hall of Fame caliber running back, a Hall of Fame left tackle, someone who could be in the Hall of Fame, and Brandon Cooks eventually It'd be like a 10, 15, 20 year down the road after he retires thing if he did get in. And Cooper Kupp, who's as good as any receiver, granted he got hurt during when they were playing Seattle. What more do you need to give him? You've already given him everything.
I think
Tom Brady's went to a Super Bowl with Kimbrell Tompkins.
I think you're kind of blinded by your NFC West hatred towards the Rams.
That's fair.
Jared Goff is a better than average quarterback, and I'd
When
say
he
hit
wants
the
to
roadblock
be.
this year against the Bears, I should say. But before the Bears game, he was having a phenomenal season. Look at what he did against the Chiefs.
But quarterbacks win,
But
great
look at the
quarterbacks
Chiefs'
win a game like they
defense.
did against the Bears. I mean, here's the thing. LA did not want to be there. I understand that game didn't really mean anything. It's in the middle of December. It's in Chicago. It's a cold, cold day. I understand the Rams were like, we probably aren't going to get the first seed. New Orleans is going to get it. Let's just kind of cruise. But, great quarterbacks, great players motivate their guys. They elevate their teams, and they go out and they get wins in those situations. Goff was absolutely atrocious in that game. Absolutely atrocious. And it's he has the ability to do that. If the game plan is not suited for him or a team game plans the right way for him, he's going to have a bad game. He can't overcome that. Tom Brady can overcome a great game plan from a defense. Jared Goff can't.
Tom Brady can overcome a great game plan because he has the greatest coach in NFL history.
No, it's because Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback to ever play football.
Tom Brady doesn't
Will
have
always
Bill
be.
Belichick, Tom Brady would have retired last year.
No.
Hands down, I believe that. Bill Belichick is the only reason Tom Brady is going to play until he's 45.
You know who
And
calls the
Bill
plays?
And it doesn't matter who calls the
Josh
who calls the
McDaniels.
plays.
Belichick doesn't call the offense.
Josh McDaniels is hot garbage as a person and as a coach, and I'm not just saying that because he came to Denver.
That's exactly why you're saying it, because everything else on his resume is perfect.
That's bias.
How about saying you'll accept a head coaching job and giving an organization your word and then backing out?
And
you're
do
too
you know
much
where the Colts are right now? The Colts are watching Josh McDaniels lead his offense to a Super Bowl win.
Yeah.
That's what the Colts are doing.
Bill Belichick is the reason. If Tom Brady doesn't have Bill Belichick, Tom Brady has probably maybe you could argue 0 titles.
Brady's best years have been when Josh McDaniels has been the offensive coordinator.
If Jared Goff was on New England, he'd probably have a title already. Tom Brady is the greatest system quarterback of all time.
He is not a system quarterback.
How can you say he's not a system quarterback? What's the average
quarterback's a system quarterback? Peyton Manning was a system quarterback. Brett Favre, John Elway, Montana, Steve Young. All these guys were system quarterbacks who were put into the right situation, who excelled in one system their entire career.
That's not Tom. Peyton Manning had to learn 3 offenses in 4 years.
What?
He won a Super Bowl with 2
between
different
the Broncos offense and what was that? 09 when he had 55 or whatever year that. What year was that?
13.
In
When he had
2013.
55 touchdowns. Tell me how that was any different than what he was doing with the Colts.
He had 3 separate head coaches in a.
That's irrelevant. They built the
span.
offense for him. He made that offense what it was. It wasn't the offensive coordinator. It wasn't whoever that was at the time. Gase. I don't know. Was it Gase? I can't even remember. They built the offense for Manning. Manning didn't build the. That's no.
John Fox takes the job and largely builds the offense around Peyton Manning. Gary Kubiak takes over and changes 180 degrees what Peyton Manning was doing.
Yeah, they became some running team. He had the worst year of his career.
That wasn't the worst year of his career.
They won a Super Bowl
that year.
They won a Super Bowl, but he was trash.
Tom Brady, what's his average yards per attempt?
It's irrelevant. He's got 5 Super Bowls.
5 to 6 yards. He's got 5 Super Bowls because of Bill Belichick.
No,
he's the greatest head coach of all time, and he's gonna lead them to another title. You can't question Tom Brady as arguably the greatest of all time because of his success. But
then who is? Who's your greatest of all time quarterback? If it's not
John Elway, probably John Elway. Yeah.
Joe Montana is the greatest of all time.
Joe Montana wasn't a system quarterback with Bill Walsh.
I don't know. Look at what Steve Young did the very following year.
Well, yeah, the West Coast offense,
that
they literally invented and pretty much mastered. which
You could plug
which ushered in a whole new era in the league. The West Coast offense, Joe Montana, Steve Young.
plug any
49ers.
quarterback into New England, and they're going to be a winning
No,
team as long as Bill Belichick.
No.
Look at what they did with Matt Castle. Do I need to say any more?
Who was the offensive coordinator?
Who is the head coach?
Who calls the plays?
What did Josh
Belichick's a
McDaniels
defense
do?
guy. Belichick runs the defense. He doesn't even touch the offense.
What did Josh McDaniels do when he came to Denver and started calling the offense?
Well, he was doing pretty well, and then I don't know what the wheels came off.
And then he ran that team into the dirt.
That was his fault.
Was that all his fault?
That
or
was all
that
his fault.
talent on the team.
Because look at what happened when we brought in John Fox.
Yeah.
With the same squad.
John Fox, a defensive coordinator, defensive mind, and then they brought in a different offensive coordinator.
But look at what they did with the same squad.
Yeah, but look at it. All right, you want to argue that it's not all about Brady.
Tebow. You can't say
Tim
Tebow
failed in Denver without
There we
Brady.
go.
He has succeeded every single time with Brady. He is Tom Brady's made McDaniel.
He's succeeded every other time with Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick is the key to the
convince
thing.
me. Yes,
Josh McDaniels leaves New England. Did they skip a beat?
Not really. No.
Miss Josh McDaniels. Josh McDaniels is going to take a head coaching job this year, which he shouldn't because he's not good enough. But again, the Patriots are going to be there.
Not biased.
Yeah, not biased at all. That's not sour grapes. That's sour grapes.
Yeah.
You can look at his track record above him being on the Broncos and potentially ruining our franchise if we don't get Peyton Manning to save.
He ruined it. He ruined it.
He did. Actually, you know what? Thank you, Josh McDaniels, because you got us Von Miller.
Mike
I will
Shanahan,
say that. I'll take it.
Hanging on with him too long and bad player personnel decisions and all that stuff didn't ruin it. But Josh McDaniels, his 1 year there, ruined it.
How can you say it's poor personnel decisions when Josh McDaniels is in there when he's making the decisions? That's pre-John Elway. John Elway wasn't in there when John Elway didn't hire Josh McDaniels.
I realize that.
I
think they gave up on him way too fast.
You guys
remember what you just said about Jared Goff when he had that horrible season? He was a rookie head coach, man. You got to give him a little bit longer.
He had 2 seasons.
These guys on the back.
Judge his head coaching
with us, and we went.
Come on.
What'd we do, Alex? What'd we go? 2-14?
No, he was 6-2. The firfirst 8 games he was there.
He was actually 6-0, and then we ended the season 8-8, and then we went 2-14.
And then the next year, you guys won 2 games?
2-14.
And fired in mid-season?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was later to mid-season.
So I think the Rams they might have a chance this Super Bowl getting back on track. But I don't think
Bill Belichick is the GOAT. Tom Brady is the LIII.
I don't think they can do it. I just don't think they have the experience. I think the Patriots will. They have the experience, so I think they'll win. My score, 42-27. Oh, okay. I'm just getting back on track is all.
Mine was 31-18.
Well, you guys out there, please comment and let us know whatever we just talked about. Let us know if you guys think the Broncos' downfall was due to Josh McDaniels, or if you guys think the Patriots or Rams are gonna win.
Somehow that got in here.
We'll interact with you guys and let you guys know what's going on our side, what we think. If you guys haven't watched any of our videos, if you guys are new to us, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, Sports Allegiances Podcast. Subscribe, like and comment on YouTube. And if you guys want to see an interview with a Hall of Famer exclusive that no one else has, go to YouTube, type in Sports Allegiances Podcast, and see what Alex English thinks about the Denver Nuggets, okay? You guys have a great day. We're signing off. Thank you.